This is Eagle Owl, and today we will be talking about Isaiah Rodgers not reinstated. Also, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts getting bashed by our media. And lastly, my guy Shaun Bradley. He's almost back. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into the topics, man. I can't believe I'm about to get into this jibber jabber kitty catty talk. I will call it that. I'm gonna use the appropriate words. Kitty catty talk. Right. So AJ Brown. Let's talk about him first. AJ Brown. He been doing this thing, and he been doing this trend where he changed his profile pic. We know he had like the GOAT pic for a minute, and he changed it to a Kobe Bryant pic winning a championship. I'm like, wow, he's on a different level, different mindset, AJ Brown. And now he recently changed it to Tom Brady. And it started going around. AJ Brown changed his profile pic to Tom Brady. Do that mean he want to go to the Patriots? Is he causing controversy? In 2024, not 2020, not 2019, not 2018, not 2017. We're talking about a wide receiver in 2024 having Tom Brady as his profile pic, meaning he want to go to the Patriots. Not only that, shout out to ML Football, but he followed Jacoby Brissett and KJ Osborne, and they said, yo, he really want to go to the Patriots. He want to leave Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, the best O-line in football, to go to a rebuilding team. That's what he want to do. He's getting paid $25 million a year. He wants to go to a rebuilding team. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. We all knew that AJ Brown grew up a Patriots fan. And I don't think him changing his profile pic to the greatest quarterback of all time, meaning he want to go to the Patriots and meaning he want to get traded to the Patriots. So I can't believe AJ Brown had to do this, but he had to go on Twitter, tweet a couple things, and like, yo, I can't believe I'm explaining this. I'm summing up what he's saying, but me having Tom Brady picture to the greatest quarterback of all time doesn't mean I want to leave or anything like that. Somebody wrote in the guest reply section like, come on, AJ, we know how social media is and this and that. He's like, look, I don't comply to those rules. I do what I want. And I'm just summing up what he's saying. He didn't say those exact words. And look, again, I can't believe AJ Brown has to explain to people that he has a Tom Brady picture in 2024. Tom Brady been retired for what, 2 years? In 2024, meaning he want to go to the Patriots. It's so bad. I believe the Patriots called the Eagles, and Albert Breer had to put out there like, yo, Eagles had to shut down all rumors. No, he will not be traded. It's not happening. It's not happening. No offense to Jacoby Brissett and KJ Osborne. Like, come on, because he followed those two. They might be cool, but him following those two mean he want to go to the Patriots. Absolutely ridiculous. Is insane. I think it's crazy. It's crazy talk. Crazy talk. And Jalen Hurts, nothing to do with football. Our media, WIP, probably one of our biggest radio media, whatever. They not questioning Jalen Hurts' game, anything like that. You know what they decided to question? His demeanor. They decided to question his demeanor. They had a whole poll about Jalen Hurts' demeanor. You know what came out like an hour or two later? That he's donating $200K to Philadelphia schools for air conditioner because we know it's about to get really hot. He's donating $200K for schools that don't have air conditioner systems in the school. But you questioning his demeanor? Really? His demeanor rub people the wrong way? So our media is going after Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown. I get it. Because now I guess you could call me a media guy, right? I get it. You want clicks, you want views. Clicks and views usually bring in money. Let's be honest. But you got the draft to talk about. You can even talk about like Isaiah Rodgers, who I get into his reinstatement and other things you can be talking about. Kobe Dean, but you question the guy's characters and profile pics. That's what we questioning. Jalen Hurts, who's probably one of the coolest guys ever, demeanor, and AJ Brown, who's been the most dedicated to the Philadelphia Eagles, do he want to go to the Patriots? This is what we on. And the draft is a week away. Trust me, it's abundance of stuff to talk about, but that's what we want to talk about. Insane to me. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me. But speaking of Isaiah Rodgers, let's get straight into it, man. Isaiah Rodgers, shout out to him. Didn't know he watched my stuff. Shout out to him. He follows me. He even added me in one of his tweets. Out of sight, out of mind. I didn't know what was going on. Check my phone. I see I got a bunch of notifications. I'm like, I ain't tweeting nothing fire. And he added me about this out of sight, out of mind thing. And I said that in a couple videos ago about Isaiah Rodgers because we talking about this guy, that guy, and what this guy gonna do and why we need this guy in this position. And I'm like, well, we do have Isaiah Rodgers. Do y'all forget what he did in Indianapolis? Like, he was a dog. He was a beast. Like, the dude can play outside corner. I honestly believe he can play nickel if wanted. And I think people are forgetting about him. But again, shout out to Isaiah Rodgers, man. It surprised me, man. If you see this, salute to you. Salute to you. And let's talk about the reinstatement, right? So the NFL, put out a list. And this is a list we expected Isaiah Rodgers to be on. Isaiah Rodgers was suspended June, I believe, of 2023. And this is the list of guys that are reinstated that can basically practice with the team, do team activities. But let's go over the list. All right, so the NFL is reinstating 5 players who were suspended indefinitely last year for violating the gambling policy. Former Lions wide receiver, safety CJ Moore, and defensive lineman Demetrius Taylor, Commanders wide receiver Tony, and former Colts Rashad Berry. Again, interesting list. And you're like, well, where's Isaiah Rodgers? That's what everybody was waiting for. And things were coming up because it's important. I said Isaiah Rodgers was suspended June of 2023 because September of 2023, the NFL updated their list. They updated their, gambling list or gambling policy, I should say. Like, if you bet on your team, you could be suspended for 2 years. And Isaiah Rodgers admittedly betted on the Colts, but that was, like June or whatever. That was before the update of the new policy. Now, Anthony DeBona, doing his research, doing this thing, is like, yo, he probably could be suspended for 2 years. But then, like, the John McMullins and stuff came out, and a lot of them saying is that his reinstatement is just still under review. It hasn't been denied. He doesn't have to wait an extra year. It's just still under review. And a lot of people's like, well, this is why the Eagles are really hungry for a cornerback, because Isaiah Rodgers. As much as I love Isaiah Rodgers, if Isaiah Rodgers was reinstated, I believe the Eagles will still be looking for a cornerback because you got to think of the future. We got, you could say the 3 starting cornerbacks right now is James Bradbury, Darius Slay, and Avonte Maddox. That's who you say that's the 3. Now things could change up, especially with the James Bradbury, even Avonte Maddox. Those 3 will possibly be gone next year. All 3 of those guys. So that leaves you with Eli Ricks, who still got some development to do. Keely Ringo, we got to see how he developed. Do he take his game to another level? Then you got Isaiah Rodgers, and then you go to like the Zach McPhersons. I like Tyler Hall out of Oakland. I'm sorry, not Oakland, Las Vegas. Like, we got guys, but not really proven guys besides Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers will be the only proven guy if all 3 guys leave the following year, and Avonte Maddox, Slay, and Bradbury. So Eagles, we're getting a cornerback regardless. Is it going to be Nate Wiggins? Is it going to be Cooper? Who is going to be? I don't know. Do we trade up for Arnold? I would like that. But regardless of whatever happened with Isaiah Rodgers, we was going to get a corner. And we need a corner. And I don't know who he's going to be. Is it going to be Kool-Aid? Don't know. So again, Nate Wiggins and these dudes, I don't know. But hopefully Isaiah Rodgers get reinstated, because I think it'd be unfair 2 years. I think 2 years would be, overkill in my opinion. And Isaiah Rodgers, man, I'm telling you, he when he play, he's going to play at a high level, man. Special teams, wherever they put him at on the field, nickel, outside, he's going to play at a high level. I see the Keely Ringos and stuff being mentioned, and I love Keely Ringo and I love Eli Ritz and these dudes, but Isaiah Rodgers is proven. I'm telling you, just got to go watch the tape, man. The tape will tell you everything you need. It will tell you everything. Don't let the 5'10", him being suspended for a year, the out of sight, out of mind thing I said, fool you. Don't let it fool you. He will be a star on this team. He'll be a star. But the first thing that has to happen, he got to get reinstated. He got to play. So hopefully, while whatever reinstatement is under review, they approve it and he get a chance to play this year. All right, so lastly, let's get into the last topic, Shaun Bradley. Shaun Bradley put out a tweet like he'll be finally cleared. I love this for him. I really do. I think Shaun Bradley, unfortunately, was cheated, because I think last year was the best time he could have possibly proved himself. With the injury to Nakobe Dean, us swapping out guys, like back and forth, signing guys back and forth. If Shaun Bradley was there, he would have had an opportunity to really, really prove himself. But now I think the linebacker room is going to be a little deep. But even with that, Shaun Bradley, as special teamers, was really good at special teams. Could have been one of our captains on special teams. The dude can play. We talking about I think Shaun Bradley's from Camden, if I'm not mistaken. So he's from the area. He went to Temple. The dude can ball. Any opportunity he got on the field, he looked good to me. I think it was a stop against like the Steelers. Again, anytime I seen Shaun Bradley on the field, he did good things, and I believe he could have had more opportunities last year. And we'll see this year, when camp and stuff come around, see if the Eagles give him more opportunities. But he's definitely a guy, if all fails, can be a really good special teamers. And I'm happy for him. Happy for him. I hate to see injuries, especially like Achilles and stuff like that. It was a lot of Achilles injuries last year. If you go to the 49ers Super Bowl, us with the Zach McPherson and Shaun Bradley, it was just a lot. And I'm happy dudes are coming back. Like Zach McPherson more than likely is almost back. Bradley, he's almost cleared. He will be back. So Bradley got a lot to prove, man. The linebacker room is still thin. So I would say watch out for a guy like Shaun Bradley. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Isaiah Rodgers, the A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts thing, to me, ridiculous. Shaun Bradley, he'll be back. But this is Eagle Al.